everybody, welcome to DIY the show. My name is Andrew Lowry. DIY the show is the public act show. We talk about DIY ethics, morals, ideas, and how they relate to your real, actual life. So each week, me, Andrew Lowry, I sit down with a couple of guests, and we talk about why they choose to do it themselves and why it's better than everything else. So without further ado, I want to welcome you all to DIY!
It's time for DIY. It's time for DIY. Thank you, hello. Oh my god, so many people in the studio today. We're packed to the brim. It's like a can of sardines in here. I can't believe how many people are here. All of our crew members definitely showed up. Just kidding, they did it. It's only Andrea in the studio, and we got little Mr. Green Zeus as well. Oscar, thank you for playing us in. Thank you as always for being here. So Oscar, thank you for playing us in. How you doing, buddy? So today on the show we're talking about hip hop. Now I am very very entry level in the world of hip hop. I've been trying in the past year to sort of envelop myself more and learn more about it. You know, for me, it's like I listen to the woke white kid music. Like I got Tribe Called Quest. I'm like, that baseline stuff, and I'm trying to get more into it.
Okay.
How about you? You a big hip hop guy?
I'm kind of weird in all things, but yeah,
that is true.
I like some hip hop.
What's the that you're into right now?
I mean, who did I just discover? I don't want to.
Who did you?
I mean, I don't know. Hobo Johnson. I just heard about. He's alright.
Yeah, I remember those Facebook videos too. I don't have a huge opinion on Hobo Johnson, but it's like if the front bottom's wrapped. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. But either way, Oscar, it's great to see you. I'm happy to have you here. As you can see, there's nobody else on the stage with me besides Oscar. Do you know what happened? I think Carbia, Bailey, and Amanda all went on a road trip without us. They went apple picking up in Vermont this weekend. They're going to come back next week with some fresh pressed cider. So I'm really into that. Maybe we'll make a video about how they press the cider, but...
Behold! Since no one else is here today...
Alright, Green Zeus.
Perhaps it is time for Green Zeus to be reacclimated into the program.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. So Green Zeus...
That sounded sarcastic.
It was sarcastic.
Do you know where I learned about sarcasm?
Where did you learn about sarcasm,
Mortal improv classes. I've been taking some... Because I've been told in my divinity, I need to expand my social circle.
Yeah.
And improv classes seem to be, what? You seem disinterested.
I mean,
do you not support me?
I can just picture you in improv right now, Green Zeus, and
Thriving,
yeah.
I say.
So you're learning improv, trying to put yourself out there, trying to socially interact with these mortals.
I believe that drama is the key to captivating the occult.
Yeah, I believe a lot of dramas were made in your honor back when you were a god.
Yeah. Wait, back when? What do you mean back when? I still am divine. I am all that.
But like borderline divine.
But I hope to change things in the near future with my divine impressions of you, the mortals.
So you're learning impressions in improv?
That's what I've started with.
So what kind of impressions can you do, Green Zeus? I really want to hear these.
I am varied. I am storied. I can hit the entire range, the entire cavalcade of human characters. Throw one at me.
So if I give you any character, you say you can do it right now. All right.
Any mortal character. The divine significantly trickier.
I want you to do, let me hear a Michael Jackson impression.
Michael Jackson, of course. Simple. The mortal Michael Jackson.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Behold, the mortal Michael Jackson. I sing.
Okay. Wow, Oscar's giving you the slow clap.
No, that's very respectful. I get a lot of those in my improv classes.
A lot of slow claps?
Lots of slow claps.
So I got another one for you.
Yeah, let's hear it. See what we got.
It's pretty good. How about an easy one? Christopher Walken. Everyone who does improv does them has a Christopher Walken.
You want to try that one again?
Anyone who has an impression skill can do a Christopher Walken.
Of course. And this one was taught to me by my wonderful improv teacher, Jonathan Higgins. Behold, my impression of Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Behold, the mortal Christopher Walken is in the room. May you bask in my walking glory.
I do, yeah.
think we're getting good. I think we got one more impression before I'm kind of bored with this bit. Oscar's got an impression. So Oscar, what's your impression?
I mean, just because I just want to see a master at work. Can you do Andy?
Oh, me? An impression of me?
Yes. The mortal I spend almost all my time on Earth with.
You live on my couch.
I live on your couch.
Yeah, you eat my food.
That's the couch surfing, I believe.
Yeah.
If
it's one couch, I don't think it's couch surfing, Green Zeus.
No, it's very romantic the way I do it.
Hey, Green Zeus, you bestow yourself upon Andy's couch.
Yeah,
that's
he
what you
bestowed
do.
himself.
I have bestowed myself.
You're a
goat carcasses all over the place.
On his hearth.
Let's hear your impression. Let's hear you try to impersonate this original voice right here.
Of course. Behold! I am Andrew Lowry of DIWHY, and I am quite mortal.
So if you're watching on Facebook Live right now, how accurate were those impressions? Which ones did you like best? And how like thin was this bit?
You were standing right by yourself. It was crazy.
We worked very hard on this bit.
All right, why don't you do an impression of a production person and go get the cameras going, because I think we got to get to a performance, don't we?
We do. We have a wonderful mortal in the studio today.
Do you know what the mortal's name is?
Emmanuel! I forget
Kenoshi.
Emmanuel Kenoshi!
Let's hear from Emmanuel Kenoshi in the studio, everybody.
Hi, my name is Kenoshi. Shouts to Andy. Shouts to Oscar. Shouts to everyone. The song is called Judas Took the Bag. I just recorded it yesterday in Nashville. Shouts to Brosif. Shouts to Andy. Hey. Yeah. Hey. DIY. What's good? Hey. I'm a dog. Put that there on every thought. On the cross, put that there on every song. I'm a dog. I do not want to get carted off. The hand is the pleasure to Babylon. I don't love. Yeah. Hey, Judas took the bag. And I just took it back. Yeah, I put it on my dad. I put it on my mom. I put it on my dog. I put it on my God. Hey, Judas took the bag. Yeah, Judas took the bag, and I just took it back. Yeah, I put it on my dad. I wasn't part of the cast. I didn't know I could rap. I figured I'd go run amok. 4 of us, hooded guys, but I didn't know it was love. I figured I knew it was love. I figured I'm gonna run amok. I'm singing it up. I wanted to sing like I'm Usher. I couldn't sing like I'm Usher. I let my voice down like I'm Trump. Judas took the bag. Yeah, Judas took the bag, and I just took it back. I put it on my dad, I put it on my mom, I put it on my dog, I put it in the song, yeah. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a good show. Streaming live on Facebook, so peace to everyone on Facebook. Right now, I want to give you my soul. My name is Kenoshi. I've changed the name from Emmanuel to Kenoshi. All of me. Yeah. Shouts to Cora. Shouts to Killer. Shouts to Colin. Yeah. Shouts to all of you. Yeah. Hey. War without importance. I feel I felt the cervix. I announced the verdict, but you didn't announce the person. Yeah, I announced the verdict, but you didn't announce the person. I was trying to worship a loser in appearance. Yeah, teachers couldn't see my bearings. A suitable life is appearing. I just missed it on my lyrics. I give you my soul to cherish. Yeah. Hey. About to fast this week. A week from now, my fast complete. My antics are absentee. I broke the bread, I broke the body. Worked at college, met in college. Had no confidence, took a chance on me. And now we're cooking like Carla, ayy. We're trying to make sense of the world. Defend about the tip of the world, ayy. You block me, ayy. Karate, ayy. Opposed to, ayy. Hockey. Turning up like car keys. Turning up missing car keys. But giving out that has said, but my sin on the sinner, so while it's dead. Yeah. Judas took the bag. Yeah, Judas took the bag. Yeah, Judas took the bag. Yeah.
Oh my god, we're back here on DIY the show. Can you believe Kenoshi just killed it in the studio? That was an amazing performance. We got another song coming from him a little bit later. Find him on the internet, follow all his stuff, and check out his new tunes coming out soon. So right now on the show, we're talking hip hop, and I got a couple of guests in with me. So I got Lamar and Justin in the studio. Let's hear it for them. Let's get a nice round of applause, everybody. Welcome, welcome, gentlemen. So why don't you guys just give me your name and a little bit about what you both do?
I am America's best asshole known as MR.PSA.
Mr. PSA, I love it.
Because I don't fuck your feelings, basically. And I represent hip hop in its rawest form.
Nice.
And in being its rawest form, I also represent heavily the rec shop.
So what's the rec shop?
A rec shop is when raw elements combined kinetically start helping other people.
Ooh.
You didn't think all that meant
No,
that?
I didn't think all that meant that. I thought you were talking about a specific location.
I was like, oh, for real. That
inspirational.
happened. Exactly.
I love it.
And this is the founder of the rec shop movement.
So Mr. Justice.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Justice Born and Mr. PSA. So Justice, you started this whole like sort of, it's more of a mentality it sounds like to me, to that you build sort of a rap scene underneath. So how long have you been doing this, and tell me a little bit about what you've built up over time?
Personally, I've been involved in hip hop culture since a teenager, coming up as a b-boy with Ground Effects crew.
Nice.
Coming up under, great mentors in hip hop culture, and I kind of just, I spawned something, I don't want to say accidentally, because everything has its tie-in with synchronicity, but the first, like you mentioned, location, it actually used to be a location. It was the name of the first showcase.
Nice.
And then it just evolved over time into becoming a movement, so it's been something I've been learning as I go. It wasn't something I said, there's this vision in the beginning. Just evolved, and we've both developed some more vision for what we do over the years.
I totally get that. I mean, that's what we try to do here as well on the show. It's, we're called DIY. We're interviewing people about the things they do independently, but it's more the mentality of having that vision, having that drive, and pushing yourself forward.
Just to make something happen, exactly. And sometimes you learn as you go, like what you're going to shape, what you're going to actually make happen.
Be the change you want to see. That's always how I look at it. And so, Boston for me, this is more like slightly an opinion, slightly some just things I've heard, that Boston is kind of like not the most friendly city for hip hop and rap. Now, would you say that is a true statement?
Friendly? Who's not
like I don't know. I mean, I think
fans or venues?
I think venues. Probably. I mean, I think mainly in town, it's probably really hard to book a hip hop act. I mean,
definitely agree with that.
Where can you even book a rap show in the Boston area?
If you need to book a rap show in the Boston area, I would say contact Justice Born or contact Leeds Edutainment.
Yeah,
definitely.
Leeds Edutainment, honestly, I don't know how the man does it, but he's been doing it for years, double-digit years. Over 10 years, Leeds has been putting on legendary hip-hop shows over the Middle East and Cambridge. And, I mean, if there's anybody that can really probably even, I don't even know, maybe give you a part of the equation as to what the hell is going on and why it's so tough, it would be him.
Yeah.
As far as the hip-hop scene in Boston goes, I mean, I would say the hip-hop scene as a whole with the MCs and everything else, it's just like it is everywhere else, just in Boston, it's gotten a little bit tougher. The reason being is all of a sudden there's like 450 million rappers.
Really?
Yeah, they're spawned like every minute. Like the birth of a rapper is like every 2 seconds.
The market's flooded, is what you're saying.
What is an
way
That's
oversaturated.
like it's way oversaturated. There's too many rappers. Like everybody's a rapper. When we leave here, I'm gonna run into 5 more people that's gonna be rappers.
I'm glad to hear that because I'm a singer-songwriter, I'm a singer-songwriter, and those were flowing out very much so. Maybe all those singer-songwriters are trying to be rappers now, so I can come back around again.
Probably, because honestly,
back in vogue.
Yeah, there's like no real honestly we've lost a lot of like key components to hip hop. Like now
I think that's really the city in general. I mean, you both seem like you've been doing it a long time, and so I think this city's gone through so much changes over the past 2 decades. I've been here a decade. I'm originally from Connecticut, but even in the decade I've been here, the neighborhoods I lived in and the town, the places I stayed in have completely changed, been renovated. Buildings are different. Venues are dropping like flies. It's impossible to pay rent. And like, how can you run a venue that you're taking a chance on artists and still pay this exorbitant rent? You know,
Right.
Do you guys see that in the hip hop world? What's it kind of
Absolutely.
like?
That's actually something I learned early on. Excuse me. One of the greatest jewels that I learned through organizing events is that hip hop has no home.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, from something that started out in a park as a do-it-yourself mentality to make something happen, to bring the community together. A lot of these venues, they're not built with anything that has to do with hip-hop interests or the culture in its objective, in its bottom line.
Yeah.
The bottom line is, if it's a restaurant, it's selling food. If it's a bar, it's selling alcohol. So knowing that that formula works for those businesses to exist. So hip-hop on a business, certain formulas may not be always the greatest representation of the overall picture of what hip-hop culture is. So you get this mainstream perspective, and then you get this perspective that underground means either unsuccessful or, you know, like non-mainstream or like
fandom.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just something that what I've learned early on is that hip hop needs a home.
Yeah.
It needs its venue, but its bottom line, it needs to have a business model.
Yeah.
Whether it's a nonprofit or for-profit, something where I think a lot of like minds could come together and they could put something together, and it's something you know, I will be involved at one point or another through Rec Shop movement.
There you go. I think the thing with hip hop, like you're saying, it's such a DIY music genre in general, because you think about it, it's a guy scratching 2 records who couldn't play an instrument, you know? So he's bringing the music from that, and so it's all grown from the bottom up. And I think that definitely the hustle is just as hard in hip hop as it is in like the DIY scenes I'm running in. You know, you're building your tapes, you're trying to sell your stuff, building online marketplaces, learning how to do social media algorithms, all the shit you don't want to learn, and just focus on your art. But we all got to do that hustle. Now, with you guys, do you see it being different than working in other genres, or do you think it has a lot of similar elements?
Since you want to answer this one? Both have some experience working with different genres. And
no, that's a very.
Be real with me. Don't hold back.
I'm gonna try to be as real as possible, because that's what I do. That's my whole.
MR.PSA is here.
Come on, let's say PSA.
Yo, when it comes down to it, it's kind of it's the same, but it's different. You get the same bullshit. And then you get the different types of people you deal with within the bullshit. But that's
prima donna,
such as life. You know what I'm saying?
I've been there.
You get the guy that's been rapping for like 2 minutes, as opposed to the guy that's been rapping for 10 years, and the guy for 2 minutes is like really nasty. The guy for 10 years really sucks, but he like really embodies what hip hop is. While the guy over here is just like, yo, for profit, I'm gonna make money off this, and then I'm out of here, and then I'm gonna do what I can to give you like. Honestly, the best way to explain it is like, yo, hip hop used to be lyrics. We had lyrics and we had stories to be told, and there was many different aspects. Now it's like, we can say, Pink Robot, you log, and we can make a whole song off that.
You're right, man.
It's like that
totally
ass, and it's like, yo, Batman shirt, red.
Well, I think from my perspective as an outsider, right? I think that is a sign of hip hop becoming a genre of its own. It's not looked at as an underground genre. It's not looked at as a subgenre or even like a more outsider community kind of music. I think it is becoming a mainstream because you are getting that sort of nonsensical pop music coming out of it. You know what I mean? You wind up, it's like even like 50s rock and roll, like let's go dance at the hop, you know? Like it's the same lyric content, you know?
Everybody sings on their tracks now. Yes.
I would prefer, like, I don't look at hip hop as a genre ever at all. No, I look at rap as being a component of hip hop culture. Rap would be, if anything, the closest thing to a genre.
That's a good way
like
to look at it. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Or something that's a signature style of music per se. Because there's still some people that say rap isn't music. So
which is
that's
ridiculous.
That's an opinion. You know what I mean? So I'd say the closest be rap, and that's definitely been mainstream. Whether it's been lyric based or it's just been jingle based. You know, because there's a benefit to both. There's been some jingles that may have hit pop status, but it's been a tremendous benefit for the culture.
Yeah,
you know, you see somebody hit a certain status like. Let me see, Latrell James, I think. What was he on the Cheerios commercial?
Bro,
what?
You know, that was crazy.
It goes around and around.
That one. I know that one.
I'm a super fan of, you know, Latrell and, you know, his movement and what he's doing. So when I heard about that news, I'm like, that's an example how you can have mainstream success, but you listen to the quality and the content of his music, and it's not pop jingles.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lane, you can fit in a lane, but you can also have some crossover where like the lane doesn't exist anymore. It's just like a wide
doing what you do.
Yep.
And I think it's more about you as an artist.
Yeah.
That is the blanket that people are looking for. That's awesome. But I want to talk a lot more. We got a lot more interview. I'm actually going to get Mr. Kenoshi in with us as well on the next block.
Cool.
But we're going to go to a video. Right now we got another music video, or we got our first music video. And when we come back, we got much more DIY. So hang out here on DIY. Oscar, give me some music. You were on your phone?
Wow. Wow.
He was texting.
We were friends though, right then.
Where my queens at? Solo sex up in this right here. Come on. Yo, call up Brew Queen, cause I'm serving up some fear. Swerving in my hoopty and I'm bringing up the rear. Grab your girls, whip your hair. Click your heels, make your rent. Gender queer, gender bent, gender fucked up in the head. I'm a drag queen in the bitch's body, no logo. Switching, wishing I could be a pro solo. Sex up in this mofo. Drop it low, low. Better believe the Stevens, I'm in love with the homos, but don't call me appropriating no culture. Velvet vulture munching up the beast free luncheon. I can be me in sag jeans, black Converse, short hair, butch made, pores unscrubbed. Or I can wear tees with the sleeves cut off them. I can be a golden girl dressing up for Congress, something in the prom dress. But you know you want this. We're all born naked and the rest is drag honest. We all motherfucking queens, we flawless. Come on, hot mess, show that you got this. Yeah, we are motherfucking queens in this world. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. In a suit or a dress with a skirt and bitch stress. Don't let anybody tell you you're less. Queen, we are motherfucking queens in this world. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. You do you, you're the best with the skirt and bitch stress. Don't let anybody tell you you're less. Queen, yes, 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 queen. Queen, come on. Where Butch Queens at? In the front, in the back. Playboy polos, moms by the pack. Look like you came solo, go ahead and lean back. Cause I'ma get you sweaty underneath the fitted cap. So fish you can't refuse it, excuse my beauty. Coming from all over and all over print teeth. Sipping on mint tea, sitting so pretty. But that dingy shit at me, rather scream obscenity. Voguing to dead Kennedys, rhyme is the melody. And the stage is my church, black mass serenity. There's no end to me, I'm infinite. Hairy legs, skin to mint, blood born and pathogen. Taste of sacred antigen, round the world we back again. Sold out shows we pack it in, boss and ladies grappling. We redefine what's happening. No L7s, better run up to my crew. And if you act like Ann Coulter, baby, I don't fuck with you. Excuse, I don't need to be rude, but it feels like reality has been auto-tuned. How come the boys act hard when we step in the room? So we all give them length like Vidal Sassoon. And Princess Die Hard making all the frat boys assume. And Volga Vova got diploma with the gold maroon. You're constantly told that our bodies aren't worth it. If they ain't perfect, this shit ain't working. We are constantly told our voices don't matter. Bitch, quit your chatter, cause it's all a pageant. But we're done posing. It's time to expose it. We are all queens in this world, and I'm ready for my phone, bitch. Let's own it, own it, own it. Yo, it's time for us to own it, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. We are all fucking queens in this world. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. In a suit or a dress with a script and dish of stress. Don't let anybody tell you you're less. Queen, we are motherfucking queens in this world. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. You do you, you're the best with the script and dish of stress. Don't let anybody tell you you're less. Queen, yes, 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 queen, yes. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, queen, you a queen, and she a queen, get it, and he a queen, yes, and they a queen. Come on, we all a queen, sing it. Yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, 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 queen, come on, yes, queen, all right, queen, we are all fucking queens in this world, come on, yes, queen, yes.
It's time for DIY.
My name is Andy, and I am the host of this show. I really appreciate you all being here with me today, and we're having fun. So I'm back here with Mr. PSA, Justice, and now on the floor as well, we have Kenoshi on the couch with us. So welcome back, everybody. How we doing? So we just watched a music video from Solo Sex. That was great. And now we're back for more interviews. So let's talk what we're talking about, hip-hop. I have more questions that I wrote down on these pretty little note cards. So now we were talking before the break as sort of how hip-hop has sort of started to influence mainstream music, and I find that really interesting because I find that I'm seeing a lot more of maybe like pop music that was inspired by just electronic dance music a few years ago is even delving into like, say, like trap style stuff, or even just straight up hip-hop or rap classically, or R&B. Now, do you think that is like, do you think that is damaging hip-hop culture, or do you think that's helping enable it to get to that sort of higher platform?
I think it helps identify. I think it helps separate and identify. What people don't realize is like hip-hop is not, again, hip-hop is not a genre. Hip-hop is a way of life. Hip-hop is what you're doing. Hip-hop is how you're living your life, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And then the words that come out of that, along with the beats that come with it, that's hip-hop. It's something that, it's not something that you just listen to and it's like, you know the words to. It's something that you wake up to every day in your life. Honestly, like for me, hip-hop is the rhythm of my life. Like it moves, and trust me, I listen to many other genres of music. I'm very eclectic. I listen to classical music, I listen to country music, so although it makes me sad as shit, but I listen to it.
You listen to the good country music.
Like the shit that's like, oh damn, he lost his dog, his car, his girlfriend, his mom, and his dad, and then the plane crashed into his house and the toilet overflowed. Damn.
It's great.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I listen to everything. But what you don't get with today's, I'm gonna call it music.
Music. Call it today's music.
It took me a notice I had to swallow my pride.
I did see that a little bit.
The music that is made today, that's not hip hop. It's music in its own form. A lot of people try to say it's hip hop because, you know, we had like DOS Effects back in the day, and DOS Effects would do their little thing, the bum stickity, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I don't know what a bum stickity is, but it's making me excited and I'm ready to get with it. And then they try to like compare it to the yelling and screaming, you know, me and my man Roberts. You all right?
But then again, M.O.P., you know, a group like that, which you can appreciate, you know, has a lot of loud, very, what some people might say, violent hip hop. You know, but that part of, that energy, that's also part of hip hop. So it just comes down to, I guess, what flavor, just like food, just like what flavor you like.
I think for me, coming from like being a punk kid, I think that anger and that frustration I definitely identify with. And the rap I've been listening to a lot lately has been that sort of aggressive, sort of angry, the stuff I can blast in my car and someone will be like, oh my gosh, it's so fun. It like helps,
because it relates to the
energy, the anger, the frustration, you know, and so I think that's really interesting. I mean, everything you're saying, Mr. PSA, is exactly what I say and I preach on this show about doing it yourself and that sort of mentality. DIY isn't a certain genre of music, it's a way of life. You're working towards, you're building with others, you're helping pull other people up, while at the same time keeping in mind you're trying to put yourself forward and trying to create this product that is you, and being that change you want to see. Now, I think what is interesting for me is sort of, for me, I'm always looking at bands and sort of analyzing how a band can like build themselves up properly. Now with rappers, I mean, we'll start with you, Manuel, if you want to jump on first. What do you think makes a good rapper? Like, is it a balance between lyrics or is it production? What do you think makes a good rapper?
Yeah, so I mean, me personally, I'm a lyrics person. Like, I start like the way that I got into rapping is I started just writing a lot.
Awesome.
And then I started rapping, but I feel like in order to be a successful rapper, I feel like the term a good rapper is different from a successful rapper. A successful rapper is someone that's able to market themselves and they just know who they're trying to reach. But I feel like a good rapper is just generally someone that's able to rap but also paint a picture with the words, and they're able to connect with people.
That's totally true, because the songs where the lyrics like make me visualize something, I think for me music is always a visual thing as well. Even though you're just listening to it, I'm always picturing something in my mind. And so
I feel like it's a rarity that we'll have like a rapper that is like good, but it's also like mainstream, like successful. But I feel like whenever you see that, that's like kind of just like rejoice inside. So I'm like, oh, like he actually made it.
No, that's awesome.
That's one for hip hop, right?
Exactly.
Justice, how about you? What is sort of?
I think you put it very, very concisely. That it's great to see mainstream success coming from something that we might see as quality first, not quantity, you know, because some people are just, it's a manufacturing thing. They just pump out music, pump it out. It's a numbers game, right?
Yep.
But then some may take a more artistic, curatorial approach where they'll be like, okay, I'm more selective with my beats. It's not just a machine where it's like, get this project out, get this by this date, you know, rushing deadlines. You're affecting the creative process. And I think that the mainstream success comes with conforming to that machine.
Yeah,
so
you're totally right about that.
It's just about knowing like where you fit in, you know, from the do-it-yourself thing, and then you start seeing you do it yourself like you're building a campfire, right? And next thing you know, wow, this is becoming something. Yeah. And then is it going to be corporate? Is it business now? Is it losing its touch? And it just kind of...
It's like, there's a part of me that like, I can't really knock like rappers that are like successful in the game because like, even though they don't have lyrics, like they're smart in the sense that they know how to like brand themselves, they know how to market themselves, and they know exactly what they're doing. And it's like,
but unfortunately, I think that's sort of like a huge issue right now in all creative cultures, right? So I think what you're saying is, on one end, it's admirable. You have this business sense, you have this ability to sort of socially network or just network in general and get yourself out there. But I'm always looking for more content. You know, I'm always looking for what's the center, what's going to hold me along. Are you just hitting viral notes as it goes along, or are you really trying to have a legacy that you leave behind? Now, for you, P, do you have anything like that? What is your sort of mentality of a good rapper? I feel like this has been a long conversation you've had before. I let you go last so you could stew on it.
You know, I was in my brain. I was like, he's not going to ask me this question, I hope.
Came right to you.
A good rapper. What is a good rapper?
Or at least what makes a rapper that you like to see?
Honestly, what I like to see is people actually give it a shot.
Yeah.
I like to see, like if, I hate to even stumble over my words. It's just so hard to like jump on this topic without like taking it too far. But honestly, sometimes people just need to hear it. Like, here's the PSA.
Yeah, let's go.
If you got a friend out there that's rapping, and no matter how much you try to aid to them getting better, and like they don't want to, hear the words that I'm saying to you. It doesn't seem like they want to take what you're saying and apply it to what they're doing. Do yourself, myself, and everybody else in the world a favor and tell that person to shut the fuck up and stop rapping. Because there's too many of these cookie cutter rappers every 2 minutes. Everybody hears a song that's like 4 or 5 lyrics and then dope 808s and some dope beats and it's like I can do that too. Yeah, that's not
exactly.
Please Jesus, stop. Like,
well, that's what I'm just saying.
No
it's people
more.
Jumping on the viral sort of like what's trending.
That's the problem with some people can the public, you know, the public, the audience that hears this music we might not agree with. Yeah. Even if you hate on it though, you end up hating them into viral success.
That is also
they
true.
Play off
that is so true, man. Because you can hate on something until it gets popular. You know what I mean? I mean that's even like the Hobo Johnson thing we were talking about earlier. Like he is definitely a polarizing person. He is definitely polarizing to people. And I think whether you love him or hate him, that's what got him from being a Facebook video to being a real artist. You know what I mean? And so it's fucking crazy. It blows my mind. But I want to ask you guys something else.
We tell them to stop rapping, then they be like, I gotta get more amped, more motivation. Yeah, you want to tell me?
I want you to get more amped. That's what we need. But for you guys, what are some like good acts that actually inspire you? So we're talking about what makes a good rapper. What are some good rappers for you? We'll start with you, Mr. PSA.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the mainstreamers out
let's
the way.
Go. Let's go.
Because they're considered mainstreamer, and honestly, so we're gonna start with my man Token.
Okay.
Jordan Lucas.
Okay.
Just because, and it's not because like I do things. Trust me, just looking. It's just because what he says is actual words, is wordplay. He's giving you everything you want in hip hop music right now. Dope flavor. Eminem, and then I'm gonna just go right into my regular playlist. I got Dexter Soul, Zafir, ST Knack and the Tragic Allies, Paranorm. I got some Shalom. You might not have some Shalom, but you should get some Shalom and Ashley and Pear Tree in your life. So who else?
I'm gonna get like a SoundCloud link.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, by the time I'm done with you, you won't listen to any mainstream music anymore. I listen to mainstream music to have something to talk about. When it comes to what I'm listening to, like my real like deep artist I'm listening to right now is Dexter Soul. Like even this new project, but his first project from Dexter Soul, Sorry I'm Late, like yo, you gotta go catch that on SoundCloud. Like the dude embodies who he is. He didn't try to be anything else. You can see by my shirt, it's like I'm me, be you. Stop trying to copy and cookie cutter and stop trying to be what you see on TV every 2 seconds and like take a minute, go sit down in a room quiet time and figure out who you are and apply that to your life. Stop trying to be everybody else, because I got there's too many people out here like, yo, I got the full fifth and I clack it back, and then it's like, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't. You tie your damn shoes.
They were inspired by a gangster movie.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no, that's definitely true.
You know what I'm saying? So I find myself listening to people, and again, the artists that I named, I know them, and I wouldn't have known them before, but I would have still listened to the music if it was given to me the way it was given to me, and it's because of what is being said on these tracks. You know what I'm saying?
So could you make us a playlist that we could share out? We're gonna
I can make you a dope playlist.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. We're gonna.
Business.
Oh, I can't wait for it. So Justice, how about you? You want to add in on this playlist?
The playlist, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a super fan of Pharoah Monch.
Okay.
You want to talk about storytelling? Wow. And for someone like him too, being he's asthmatic, and his breath control.
Wow.
And his stage performance, how he does that, it goes to show beyond being a good rapper.
Yeah.
Because you could be a good rapper and you get on stage, and then performing artist, that's another part of the art form. You know?
Yeah.
And I just like the way he carries himself as an artist. Also, Black Thought, The Roots are definitely my favorite all-time hip-hop group.
Nice.
Besides Wu-Tang, I mean, I can't even compare the two. It's like
that is a hard comparison of the Roots and Wu-Tang.
Yeah, but there are two groups that, like, if they had to pick one, which gets the top spot, I couldn't choose.
That's true. That's
it's
fair.
too hard. But like he said, for local artists, Token, he's definitely doing this thing. Joyner Lucas has created quite a tsunami for himself. And also for a lot of other artists in Massachusetts, if they pay attention, they do it themselves, and they don't wait for somebody to teach them how to surf that wave. They just see what's happening and position themselves accordingly. There's a lot of opportunity out there. Joyner went for it.
Yeah.
And there's that's why he's on a lot of people's playlists.
Nice.
Stop crying.
Yeah. So
true.
So how about you, Kenoshi?
Yeah.
Emmanuel?
So for me, like my favorite artist of all time is Nas.
Okay.
Like Illmatic, that was like what got me into rap, and I was like, I didn't know you could like rap like that. Like prior to that, I was listening to Nelly, but like Eminem, like you said, Tupac. Cliches, but someone that really got me into like rap or like just like the dynamics of rap is Charles Hamilton.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard of him before, but he's from Harlem. He's like the OG goth. I know like goth rap is in now, but he's like the OG goth.
Goth rap? What is goth rap?
Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know about that one.
Yeah, what is goth rap?
You guys like you've heard of like Lil Peep at all? Like
okay. Emo
like,
rap.
Emo rap. Yeah. That's actually kind of been inspiring me too. I don't know if you guys have heard of Divine Minds at all. Like.
Nothing.
No, basically, they put on shows.
Yeah.
And they were like actually putting on like a huge show in Lowell like a couple months back.
Yeah.
And they had like a bunch of people like Cousin Stitz and like just a lot of people who are in the scene, and it's pretty cool.
I think it's just enigmatic of like the new crop of people you get. You know what I mean? You see, and I do think that like we were saying about how rap and hip hop has influenced several other genres, and that's where you get these subgenres. It's the same with punk music. It's the same with rock music. It's the same with blues.
Right, absolutely.
There was folk music in America, and then white people stole blues music and made rock and roll.
Hey,
and then you
I didn't say it.
I said it. I can say it. I can talk shit about white people. We all can talk shit about white people here. That's kind of that's how we do on the show. But so then past that we go, and then punk comes out, and then punk influences every genre, and then I think that's the same thing with rap and hip hop. I think it's just going down the line.
That culmination of influences that came before it.
Exactly.
So it's going to have its influence on everything to come after.
And everyone's going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to combine this and that and going to make a great sandwich.
And that's the thing you have to respect about art. Some people, even myself, I've been guilty of this coming up with a lot of my mentors, hip hop purists, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you get older, you can see how things morph and things evolve, and the new things that come out, and we realize that there's one thing, respect it because it's art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't just be like, oh, that's not hip hop. Okay, but it's still art.
Yeah.
You got to respect that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's about time we go to another video. I got a little bit more interview, and we got another performance from Kenoshi in the studio. So we're going to go to a cartoon right now. When we come back, we got a little bit more interview, and then much more show. We were talking Dragon Ball Z earlier. Get on Super. Start watching Dragon Ball Super already. Come on.
Look, man, I got
Call
5 kids and a bunch of shows to do.
How the hell do you sleep with yourself, hobo cop?
In a dumpster.
All I'm saying is you're lucky your girlfriend's in college, because if she saw you like this, she'd give you hell. You're gonna regret saying that!
Hey guys, I'm back. What the hell? Why is the house so dirty? Why are all these beer cans here? What are these dirty dishes about? How long have they been here? Have you been drinking? It's not even 9 a.m. Let's get toasted. You took a shower. Why are there dirty socks on the table? Are you buying more guitars? What is up with the dog? When's the last time the dog was out?
What the hell happened to her?
I don't know. She wasn't like this when she left for college.
Do you guys have any more energy drinks?
I think we have our answer.
Quick, get to the van!
You say that entirely way too much. Go!
What's going on here?
It's a scarf. It's fixed. Whew, I'm glad that's over.
Why are you guys driving so fast? Are you ever gonna get a hybrid? I was in biology class.
Wait a minute, why are we still in the van?
Start going out. Oh my god, imagine if they had kids and she had a
Yo, can I help you?
When the hell did you start working here?
When your mom quit.
Really?
Why are these not 2 for $3 anymore? I'm not paying that much. I'm not paying this much for Rockstar. You're not Hawk.
That's it, I'm cutting you off.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Susie, but you need to quit cold turkey.
How the hell is that gonna help? She doesn't even eat turkey.
Damn!
So, Susie, how's it feel to be caffeine-free?
I feel great.
Man, I'm glad that's over.
What are you talking about? That only lasted like 10 seconds. Not even.
So you gonna tell me how college was?
Yeah, so I really started liking energy drinks during finals. I stayed up for like 46 hours once, or was it 48 hours, or was it 56? I can't remember. Anyway, this one girl tried to get me to experiment with her in college, and I was like, maybe. And then she explained to me what experimenting was, and I'm like, ew, no. Should I join a sorority? Sorry.
It's time for DIWHY.
And we're back here from our video. And we're so happy to have you. That was a really weird intro I did. Oscar, thank you for playing me in as always. Back here, I got MR.PSA and I got Justice on the couch. Kenoshi had to get back to our performance area. You know, it's so far away that he had to walk a mile. But either way, I got a couple more questions for the both of you, and these are ones that sort of I really liked. And I always try to give advice back to our viewers. So you are both seem like veterans of the scene, and so I'm sure there's plenty of knowledge up in your noggins. So a question I have is, you know, what's like a practical piece of advice? So I think that like a lot of times people like to get lofty on the show and talk about like being an artist, being inspirational, but sometimes it's nice to know like what's a good way to get your shit out there? Where are some good spots to like promote your music? What are some tips you guys have? Maybe some programs that work for you, anything like that?
For me, I'm gonna number one say, please stop flooding my Facebook inbox with your SoundCloud videos, and don't do that to anybody because they hate that. Don't do that. Let your following be organic. Put it out there and let people do what they do. Give it to your friends. Like your friends, do that to your friends. Yeah. Don't do that to just everybody. Like I hate to even say that like Facebook and social media are all platforms. They're all platforms. It all depends on how you use them, because you can be really annoying as hell, or you can like get a general buzz. Like my man Zafir, he's really good at what he does with his Facebook interactions with everybody between getting his music out. Check him out on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Who else markets very good music right now? Like ST Knack from the Tragic Outlaws. He markets very well. Like he has me on the edge of the seat sometimes, like waiting for him to drop a project. Cause like, bro, I don't know what you did in the mini mansion studio place that you do your music, but I need you to just drop it on me now. You know what I'm saying?
That's really cool.
So like find adventurous and like just unique ways to do it. Hey, let's take it back to when there was real hustle. Go print your CDs and go to the park like the old school rappers used to do. That's real, like they're still getting it right now. And go hand, people like to hold things. Put your CD in somebody's hands.
When I was 16, I went to New York City for a show, and I remember getting real strong-armed into buying a mixtape, and I bought it. I was like, I did not want it, but I bought it. I bought it for $5. This guy was like, "You're buying it. You're buying it, dude. You're buying it. You're buying this CD." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm 16."
All right, don't do that. I mean, when I say put it in their hands, like willingly put it in their hands, like let them.
I did respect the hustle, though. I will say, I did respect it.
Like that's what happened to. I think Justice can agree. Like that's what's happened to a lot of hip hop and music, period. Because a lot of people, it's been like a spoon-fed thing. It's like,
just gotten easier.
You make music. Oh, give me your music. I'm gonna give it to all my friends for you. Because that's not over here, bro. I will tell people so fast to shut up and I don't want to hear it. It's like, listen, I'll hear you when you grab a microphone next to me in a cypher or something. Because then I'll know what you're really doing. But like, it's been way too easy. It's like really just hand-fed, and people are just like, here, take this. It's like nobody wants it.
Yeah, and if you grab from the right hands, that's really how you get out there now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
times.
get out there, put in the actual footwork. Like, people get put on shows and they don't want to, like, promote the show. It's just like, yeah, I'm on a show. It's like, you told 3 of your best friends and none of them give a damn about your show.
Yep.
So it's like,
listen, I used to be a promoter, too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I used to be a promoter, too, and I've ran into so many situations like that where it's just, there's no sort of follow through. There's no sort of want. You every day are striving as hard as you can to get this dream, to push this forward. And then when you work with others who are like so like lax about it and just don't give a shit, you're like, why am I even working with you?
Right.
Yes.
It becomes a liability.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How about
if you have a dream, if you have a vision, like he said, you have to find other creative ways. You know, don't tag 99 friends on Facebook. That's definitely a way.
That's the worst.
I may give people a few shots with that, you know, if I know you personally. But damn, that shit's so annoying, you know.
Just sending a link without any context? Like, do they send a context or just like,
that's the thing. I think the best way to get on people's radar right now is first be real with yourself, knowing who you are. Like he said earlier, know, like, are you an artist? Do you want to get into the art as a pathway to the business? Like Jay-Z or Nas, you want to get into other things like investing in other businesses? Do you have some other thing? Or is this it? I want to be a touring artist. I want to sell music on iTunes for the rest of my life. Figure out what you want to do, have a plan for yourself. And that helps you navigate, because some people are just impulsive with the music. Like, I made a song last night, 2 in the morning, 99 people have to hear it immediately. And if you don't give me feedback, you don't support. So I'd also give advice to artists and musicians, performing artists, don't rely on friends or family to support your dreams. That's great if they do, that's great, but if they don't, just remember that, don't expect that, don't rely on that. It's really important to know where you want to put yourself, whether it's you want to perform in Japan, like, I got homies that sell more music overseas than they do in the United States.
That's cool.
And some of their friends and family are still trying to get in on the guest list and like never want to support, never buy merchandise.
Give me the guest list in Tokyo next Friday.
Right. So I tell just be creative with it. Find a way to contextually position yourself, whether it's on an open mic, whether it's on in a cipher, or sitting at your computer doing covers. You know, if you're a singer or musician or whatever, put yourself on YouTube and then find a way to creatively get that out there.
I think that's really great, and I think like what a lot of what you're saying and what I respect about hip hop, as well as I've brought this same point up about stand-up comedy, is that you guys go out there and throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. You know, like people can't spend all their days inside their house building up their material and practicing and practicing. Eventually, you gotta see what works, and so I think that's great. Now, for maybe someone just starting out, maybe it's their first, they're trying to get into hip hop, trying to get into rap. What would you give them for maybe a little more inspirational piece of advice? We can go with you first, Justice.
First of all, to get into hip hop culture, Google's at your fingertips. So at the least, do your knowledge, study, learn about the culture, learn about the terms, learn about hip hop and its elements, at least at its core. You know, I know today there's a lot of crossover with rap and other genres of music, but first know where it came from, learn who's who. But go to events. That's where you're going to find people. You're going to network at events. You're going to find out who organizes the events. You'll connect with other artists, producers, could
Can't
be a publicist.
Part of a scene if you're not in a scene.
No, you have to be, and you got to go and you got to shake hands. It's the same thing in business, arts, business. It's networking.
Yep.
You know?
How about for you?
For me, I'm gonna have to say, just if you're gonna do it, do it. Don't half-ass it. Just like anything in life. Don't half-ass it. If you half-ass it, then quite honestly, what are you doing it for anyway? You might as well You might as well just go fill out the next application or whatever local 9-to-5 there is and do that, and then rap in line and hope that somebody's gonna hear you, because that's basically what you're doing if you're gonna half-ass it. It's not like a lot of people think that like opportunities that come my way are opportunities I hand to other people. Like they came easy. It was like, nah, there's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of like skin that came off these knuckles and off these knees and off these toes before like I finally got to places where it was like, oh, yo, hey, you want to do this video today, or hey, do you want to do the show today?
Yeah.
It takes time to get there. So like, you know what I'm saying? Do your due diligence to hip hop. Again, do the knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, then you're saying if you don't know the ledge, message. If you don't know the ledge, then you're never gonna get down with the culture. Period. You can't. Hip hop will never allow you to gentrify.
Yeah.
So don't try it. Like
That's
you will never come in here and just, you know what I'm saying?
Learn the stories before, so you know how to tell them.
Well, see, you guys to me seem like hip hop senseis. Like you guys have done the work. You guys have had the battles. You guys are seasoned warriors. You got Super Saiyan level, level 3, and so
experience.
Hip hop levels above 9 million.
But it's still like from the base of what you're saying, hip hop sounds like it's something that takes a lot of knowledge and a lot of work to really be good at. And so it's a practice like martial arts or like any other practice.
Right on, any
learning
other
piano, anything like that. I've had a great time talking with you both. Thank you so much for coming. We're right at the end of the interview, and I want to give you plenty of time to promote your stuff. They were wrapping me up, but I won't let them wrap you up about your promotion. Tell me everything. Give me all the links, all the things right now.
What
Mr. PSA, come on.
Yo.
What happened last night?
Last night we had Mike Titans. If you don't know what Mike Titans is, AKA we've been talking about hip hop all day long. Make sure you stay tuned because the next Mike Titans is going to be ridiculous. This was our 4th. It was given to Deese. Make sure you do your knowledge.
Shout out to him
Deese is a monster. Shout out to Deese. D-E-S-E, Deese. Just like that. Dude's a problem. Do not talk trash his way because you will get slayed.
Oh, jeez.
Mike Titans tomorrow, Sunday, for those of you that are watching, Subway Cypher. It's the return of the Subway Cypher. Like, again, it's a bunch of people. It may seem to you like we're busking. We don't want anything from you. Just stop by, kick it, give a listen, give some commentary, shake a hand, give a high five. Downtown Crossing.
You can actually find it on my hoodie right here. If you see
That's
this.
super cool.
This
That's
is,
like the coolest event ever.
It's one of the limited edition of our Red Shop joint. You can see here the cipher is located on the circle. On the circle right there. That's where the cipher is, Downtown Crossing.
That's awesome.
We just want to give you live hip hop. For any other events that you may not be tuned into, www.recshop. That's WRECKSHOP movement.com. If you can't spell movement, there's a problem with you.
And the app is still in development. We're still working on that.
Oh, you guys are making an app?
Yes, we have an app. It's in this pilot stage right now, so that way you literally have a plug for hip-hop events.
Yes, sir.
For whether it's b-boy classes, DJ classes, open mics, showcase opportunities, ticket sales. It's going to be
a network.
Yes, sir. Also be on the lookout for Zafir, that's Z-A-A-F-I-R, Brandy Blaze, Hash Rhymes, ST Knack, Paranorm. Be on the lookout for all these people because I'm telling you, before it's too late, you're not going to be able to even get a show from them around here because they be living in Japan somewhere doing it big because it's crazy. The thing about the hip-hop scene before we leave, it's really sucks kind of that at home, nobody's paying attention to these artists and I got to bring it out of my mouth constantly for people to do it. But overseas, they're popping, buzzing. Everybody wants them there. People are like, we get you here now, right now, and they're there. So before these flowers are picked from your own backyard and you don't get a chance to smell those roses, smell them roses. Get out there, buy them tickets. You guys spend more money on your weed than you'll spend at a concert ticket, and you'll probably smoke more weed at that show. So make sure you're at these shows. Shout out to Leeds Edutainment. It's Rec Shop Movement to the day that I die. I'm your boy, Mr. PSA, and I just took over the show. My bad.
I love it. No. It's great. That was awesome. No. That was a perfect promotion. You guys do so many projects. That's what I find amazing. That's so many. I'm like, I do this show, and then I cry alone in my bedroom at night. But, it's like I smoke weed in between. But, yeah, I think you guys had some amazing advice. I'm so happy you guys came in. Find all their stuff online. But right now we got a live performance from Kenoshi in the studio. We got another song from him, and that's been the show. I've had a great time. Check these guys out online. Find out all their stuff. They're beautiful and amazing. And let's go to that live performance now in the studio.
Hey, all right. My name is Kenoshi. This song is called "Called You." You can find this on my SoundCloud. I'm also on IG at Kenoshi Official. I just recorded this song. Hey. Yeah, it's time to rename what they called you, and I don't know what they called you. It's time to rename what they called you. I know I don't know what they called you. Hey, it's time to rename what they called you. And I don't know what they called you. But whatever they called you, please forget what they called you. I want you to know what they called me. I want you to know what they called me. Hey, they call me some things I can call you. They call me some things I can call you. But whatever they called me, I forgot what they called me. Hey, my daddy loves me and he calls me. Hey, my daddy loves you when he calls me. Shouts to the DIWHY show. Yeah. If you don't know who God is, just know that he loves you. Here we go. Yeah. I wanna be loved as a kid. Back in the day, never called me. Ay, my friends wanna fill that abyss. I come whenever they'll call me. Ay, I ran with a click. The dude who's over there was Bobby. Ay, we almost broke a deal with Bobby. Ay, the words of worship put out on a page. Another Sunday sermon in your name. We serve the servants, then we serve your name. The chorus corresponding to your name. Sunday to Sunday serenity. Manic the Mondays ahead of me. Yeah, I think I lost my identity. Hanged over head of heredity. It's time to rename what they called you. Ay, please forget what they called you. Ay, you're no longer who they had called you. My daddy loves you when he calls you. My daddy loves you when he calls you. My daddy loves you when he calls you. Sons, daughters, we're sons. I just read through my devotional. I reread right through my devotional. Ay, I do not want to get vulnerable. The words are written now, they're audible. Yeah, the words are written now, they're audible. Yeah, the words are written now, they're audible. Yeah, missing the wrist. I miss my wrist, but I said I would not get personal. They say y'all would just like Padre though. I kinda hope you're more like mommy though. I ain't really know my Padre though. A version of pain, Nagito. It used to be morning and night. I was the Lord of my life. Now it's the morning and night. But he is the Lord of our lives. To peel my skin and lost the peel by 10. It's hard to hide behind the wane and grin. Upon my face, I found a wane and grin. It's hard to heal behind the wane and grin. I think that he done me his son. Does that mean I'm finally loved? Ay, minus the pints and the drugs. Ay, I think that we finally. Yeah, it's time to rename what they called you. I don't know what they had called you. You're no longer who they had called you. Ay, my daddy loves you when he calls you. My daddy loves you when he calls you. Sons and daughters, we're sons. Daughters. Hey, shouts to FL Studios. Yo, see, I wrote this song for myself as much as I did for y'all. Hey, here we go. Hey, we came to worship, then you worship. Hey, we're at the altar, then you worship. Hey, I'm the son of grace. We descendants of his grace. Hey, my whole life I wanted to be free. I drove to a home in the room. To my many thoughts that was trolling my mood. The word of life got outside. I came outside. Wounds that never left my side until I would decide you were mine. Or so I thought. I found Jesus at the altar way. I think he found me at the altar way. He didn't claim me at the altar way. He renamed me at the altar. And he calls you. You're no longer who they had called you. Hey, you may have been fat, I'm stupid. But do you know your worth in God? Ay, daddy loves you when he calls you. My daddy loves you when he calls you. Ay, daddy loves you when he calls you. Sons, daughters. Yeah. Shouts to the DIWHY show. Yeah. You can find this on SoundCloud, find me on Spotify, iTunes, Instagram, Kenoshi Official, Facebook, Kenoshi Official, Twitter, Kenoshi Official. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Kenoshi, thank you so much. That was amazing. Thank you for performing. That was awesome. So, everybody, I want to thank you all for tuning into DIY the show today. It's been an amazing episode. I really learned a lot about hip-hop. I really didn't know much about it. I really, still have a lot to learn. But I really think what I've realized today is that it's kind of got the same mentality we got here on DIY, the same sort of mentality that do-it-yourselfers always have. The kind of thing where you try really hard and you try to put out this product and you try to make something that is really good and really interesting for others, but at the same time try to hold yourself to your own standard artistically. And if Justin keeps cutting the cameras as I'm trying to make a long-winded point, I'm going to cut him in the face. I'm going to cut you in the face, Justin, and I'm going to cut you in the face. You keep cutting away from the cameras that I want to be on. But either way, go check out some hip-hop music. Go check out MR.PSA. Go check out Justice. Let's get them all up here. You guys want to come back up? Let's get on up here. Let's get on up here. Thank you again so much for coming on. Thank you again. Oh, Christopher, you want to come on up? So, hey, everybody, real quick, it's Christopher's birthday. If you're watching live, say happy birthday, Christopher. No, happy birthday, Christopher. Happy birthday. So, Chris, you got any shout-outs for your birthday?
I wouldn't be able to remember if I did.
Okay,
but thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Oh, go buy him a birthday cake. Someone send this kid some cupcakes. All right, so Green Zeus, this is shout-out time. Green Zeus, you got any shout-outs?
Shout out to Carbia for commenting first on the live stream today.
From the other room, Carbia has actually been in the other room the whole time we've been doing this. MR.PSA, you have any shout-outs? Anyone you want to throw some shout-outs towards?
I'd like to say happy anniversary to my wife. You know what I'm saying? And to all my children, I love y'all. Stay in school. I'll kick your ass. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll cut your kids if you don't go to school. I mean, I'm sorry. Kenoshi, you got anybody to shout out?
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to my mom who lives in Georgia, my sister, and everyone that I work with, and my puppy Brody.
Puppy Brody, we love puppies! All right, and Mr. Justice, you got anybody to shout out?
For sure. Shout out to everybody in Lynn. Shout out to my city. Shout out to my wife, Natalia.
Lynn, City of Sin, rock and roll. I love Lynn. That's awesome. And Chris, you got someone?
Shout out to my wife, my mom, dad, R.I.P., all the people who have listened to me, followed my Twitter and all that. There's going to be a lot of stuff on the way, so stay tuned, watch this space, and especially watch this space.
We're goofballs and we love everything, so let's sing the theme song. Here we go. DIWHY. For DIWHY. Oh yeah. Justin, cut around on the cameras. What are you doing, Justin? Learn to direct. Justin, come on out here, Justin. Andrea, no? Andrea says no. DIWHY. Oh yeah, we're fading to black again. I'm sorry, MR.PSA. We keep fading to black. He does not like that. Have a good night, everybody, and make sure, what are you doing? Make sure you have a lot of things for breakfast tomorrow. That's what Andy says on DIY the show. We're talking about comics next week, actually. I should promote the next episode. We're talking about independent comics. You like comics? You like nerd stuff? You like Superman? You like Batman? I don't like DC. Spider-Man's the GOAT of all superheroes, and I will tell you next week why. Spider-Man, greatest of all time. Goku's not a superhero.